Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I wanted to show y'all our driveway. If you've been here a minute, you might remember that we have this massive mulberry tree. Huge tree. And the mulberries. So we don't pick them up off the floor. I told the kids, if it's on the ground, don't, because we have a ton of just different rodents that could have picked at it. But we try to catch them on the tree. Like this one might be ready. I brought a bowl out here last night and picked a ton. I need to do it again because they turn really fast. So yeah, the previous owner, the people who built this house, she said that she would collect them and put them in her wine. And the tree only drops mulberries for 2 weeks and it's done. 2 weeks out of the year. But I want to try to make something with it. Like mulberry pie or jelly or something. Something kind of fun. A few weeks ago, it might have been, I think it was over a month ago now, I asked in a question box, what are some beauty products or viral beauty products that you've heard of that you would like me to try before you buy? And so I'm going through that question box, and I thought it'd be fun to do one every few days or so and try it out. So today we're going to try something that was requested by many. I've never heard of this, but it's probably trendy on TikTok. That's why I've never heard of it. But it's the brand One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. Setting powder is just one of those things that I don't see a huge difference in. But then again, I don't use a ton. I use the Tatcha one regularly because it is literally marketed for people with more mature skin, and I do have wrinkles under my eyes, and it's a very fine powder, so it makes them not look like wrinkly and stand out. But we'll give this one a try today. Before I put this under my eyes though, I want to build my contour and my blush, and also I don't want to forget, because Merit, for the first time for me, has created a bundle where it's just 2 products. So if you don't want to get the full face, or if you just want to restock and still get a discount, because Merit is the makeup brand that I love, but they don't discount on single items. They do it for bundles that are created. So I have it linked here. You can check out all my bundles, but the first one is the new one, and you can just get the bronzing balm, which I use to contour, and the blush balm, which is blush, and it's 10% off savings. I use color Cheeky right now for blush and Leo for my contour. And it's really easy. These are my favorite sticks to travel with because they just travel so well and they don't take up a ton of space. I also have not found a contour that applies as easy on the nose as these sticks. Do blush, I kind of go high and then I go boop along my nose. Oh, I forgot my forehead. Again, this is shade Leo is my favorite. It's really dark and rich. And then their blushes, I like a lot of their blushes. I love Beverly Hills is a great starter blush because it's real nudie looking. It's not bright. Cheeky is a little more as you can see, pinky, which I do like because I feel like that poppin' pink blush is so on trend right now. Oh, and they have a new highlight color that is Solstice. This is going to be really pretty for beach, vacation. It's a very bronzery highlighter. So you don't get that uber white highlight. You get that really rich balm when it bronze when it catches the light. Isn't that so pretty? That one's new. It's called Solstice, but I'll link it all here. Springy and fresh. Oh, I forgot to say that you get the free little bag still on first orders. The little cute corduroy Merit bag. All right, let's try the setting powder. Setting powder, if those are wondering why use a setting powder, to my understanding, it's just to help with that mascara smudging, which I have 24/7. I have really long lower lashes. Okay, I'm just taking on my little finger sandal. And then you just press it under and then just kind of let it sit. It's called baking. Let it bake. And then it helps with that. Keeping it basically like a powder because I am using, I have foundation on and now I have cream. It'll make it a little easy to smear. And so this dries it out a little bit. I just want to see if it accentuates my wrinkles underneath or not, like the Tatcha one. After we're done baking, which I'm quite literally baking. I have sunless tanner on right now, so I'm sitting in a black nightie Just take a brush with nothing on it, like a clean brush, and wipe it off. I'm inspecting it. I mean, my wrinkles over there are like normal. I wouldn't say that it's drying them out or accentuating them. It looks fine. I don't see any difference from the stuff I normally use. So the true test will be, let's see if it smushes. What the heck? Let's do another one. I was going to do one product at a time, but another one y'all recommended was the same brand. I'm actually excited, really excited to try this one. Like, setting powder is kind of boring, whatever. But this is a mattifying waterproof setting spray. Same brand, one size. So I'll put this on, wear it all day. It's rainy here, it's humid. It's a great day to test this. And then I'll give you feedback after. It smells really good. It's very light, a very light but very pleasant smell. The mattifying scares me a little bit. Actually, I don't know what kind of skin I have anymore. My skin is like rapidly changing. Everything about me has changed. I've changed my face products because I felt like since I've lost hair since last summer, maybe my skin was greasier, or it was the face products I was using. My hair got greasy looking faster, which I think was also a combination of not having as much hair. Anyways, I've changed a lot because I feel like sometimes I have oily skin and sometimes it's super dry. I can't figure it out. And it's not a true combo. It's like day to day or around my cycle. I don't know. Everything's confusing right now for me. But so the mattifying kind of scares me a little. It is not sticky at all. You know, sometimes setting sprays feel like hairspray on your face. Nothing. Feels great. Oh, it feels like cold and refreshing, and it dries. Now I don't feel it. So that's how fast it dries, however many seconds that pause was. I'm excited. All right, we'll try it out. This, the translucent powder, the setting spray, and we'll see how it looks at the end of the day. I don't know if it's a just me thing or whatnot, or if it happens as I age, I don't know. But at the end of the day, you can even look back on my slides, like my makeup don't look the same. It's like, looks rougher. I am a very like physically active person, so I'm constantly moving and doing things. So maybe that has something to do with it, but like my makeup is down at the end of the night. So I'm actually really excited. I'm not gonna touch my makeup. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing touch-ups. We have a theater practice tonight, and I usually touch up before that stuff. Not tonight. I'm gonna keep it exactly the same. Okay, makeup check. Halfway through my day. Often my eye makeup looks darker than it is because I have freckles under my eyes, and sometimes they look like smudges. So I would say it's doing okay. I also forgot to put concealer on this morning. I don't know why I did not put concealer on. So with that, knowing that I don't have concealer on, it looks pretty good. My face, I loved the way it set, like the setting spray. I still really, really like it. I feel like the mattifying actually looks really, really pretty. You see how it's like not like a sheen, because that sounds bad, but it's not shiny, but it looks really like airbrushed almost. So I'm digging like the finish on my face right now. I have a random question for science. Really, I'm just super curious about this. So you as a person on Instagram, we're talking about Instagram habits. I'm like standing and typing at my desk. Like I pretend to be a banker. I really enjoy it. Anyways, that's ADHD. What was I saying? You as a person go to stories first, prefer stories, watch stories, or do you see real content first? So like, which is pretty much just reels nowadays. It's all reels. Are you a stories person or a reels person? Or like a feed post person. I've always been a stories person because I feel like you get to know the person so much. Well, depending on the person, if they don't come in here and like show stuff day to day, you don't get to know them very well. But people who are like going throughout the day, like how I do it, just kind of boo, 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 throughout my day, really random stuff. I feel like you get to know that person, whereas on the feed, you don't. Like through a reel, there's really great stuff and information on reels and pretty things and shoppable things, and I love that. But you don't get to like know that person, if that makes sense. Are you still a stories person, or are you more feed now? most of y'all probably give two poops about this slide, but I'm just talking because it's on my mind. Why I ask is because historically, for feed posts, you kind of have to talk about the feed post in stories so people know it's there. Like years past, right? Stories was like where people came. Feed post was boring, essentially. Or at least that's what it like looked like. Okay, but now, for example, like I did the reel on the athletic fits, the clothes, and then I said in my caption, if you need a few more things, it's in my stories. I couldn't fit it in the reel. Thinking nothing about it. Well, there's a surge of traffic because of the reel. And so it's never been that way. That feed posts, it's always been stories are where people prefer. And so I wonder if that's changed or if that's just Instagram kind of forcing the change with an algorithm. I don't know. I was just curious. Science, now that I think about it. Of course you guys watch stories because you're watching a story right now. I think it would be better if I could somehow poll everyone, but I bought these glasses. Aren't they horrible?
I'm going to show you guys 8 different ways to style your coffee table using all home decor pieces from the one and only Amazon. And I'm in a nightie right now, a nightgown, because I got sunless tanner baking into my flesh as I film this. Okay, this first one's really pretty.
Okay, the final check-in, standing in front of a lamp. How did our setting powder and setting spray do? I think that the setting powder is no different than my Tatcha setting powder that I use. It's fine. Definitely still have some smudgies going on. Typical. But my face makeup, so the setting powder, I'm going to say I don't understand the hype, to be quite frank. So if you're using something you love, don't switch it up. I'm not going to repurchase that. I'm going to keep using the Tatcha one, and then I'll have it for a backup when I run out of the Tatcha, because it's fine. It's just not better. However, the setting spray, I think it's really good. I think my face makeup looks really pretty. I feel like it's a beautiful, like, matte finish, like it says, mattifying. There's no shininess. Even where you see some shininess might try to pop out, it's not a sheen. I will say my chin didn't hold super well like my foundation, but I'm a chin grabber when I work, and I sat at the end of my day for a while, like with my hand on my chin. So if you touch it, you're gonna jack up your makeup. It's not like bulletproof, but